I won't be whenever your mind gon' be. Don't if it's starting, yeah, it's all on me. I won't be whenever where your mind gon' be.
What's going on, everybody? It's Bengi on the YouPrint, brought to you by Interactive Entertainment. If you like the song, you're gonna like a whole bunch of this episode. We got my man Cap Young on the phone with us. He in the building. Yeah, how you doing, man? Go ahead and introduce yourself. Yes, sir. We're back at like we never left, man. I appreciate you being on here, man. Definitely 100%. Damn, I like that song a lot. I gotta go ahead and check that. I gotta check that one out.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
But how you doing though?
I'm doing good, man. I can't complain. How about you, man?
Same old. Trying to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to turn it a 1 to a 2 and a 2 to a 4. You feel me? But yeah, man. So this is the YouPrint, right? And so Jay-Z has the blueprint, and it's gonna get to the point where I had to stop explaining this shit. But in the meantime, we at where we at, and so we gotta explain it. Jay-Z has the blueprint, right? How you go from here to there, coming from here. I have the YouPrint, which is how do you do what you do, and what have you done based off of where you started. Based off of where you saw yourself going, and based on where you fell short a couple of times here and there that you had to pick yourself up and reinvent yourself. And so, yeah, it's the YouPrint, brought to you by Interactive Entertainment. Go ahead and get that. Available on streaming platforms. The podcast is available on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Amazon Music, Google Music, Apple. It's everywhere, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We taking over one city at a time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so, my man, say your stage name, just so the music's off now. The stage name, and then you know what I'm saying, your age, your hometown, and then what the people can expect from you coming out soon. You know what I'm saying, and what you already got going on in the works.
All right, man. So once again, stage name Don Kapp. So people call me by Cap Young, but I prefer Don Kapp. I'm 28 years old. I'm from Macon, Georgia. The good old GA.
Hey.
You ain't heard us. We a little bit from Atlanta, probably like a good hour away. Now, a lot of folks out like they ain't never heard of Macon. As far as music, I got a lot of things in motion. I actually have a weed song that probably one of my best work, probably that I just recorded that's definitely about to come out, and I get a video for it soon. I mean, smooth, melodic.
You said a what song?
A weed song.
Shit, this a smoking right, yo, he's on.
Yeah, man, it's smooth, it's jazz, you know, it's a different vibe. It's like an old Wiz Khalifa, some old Bone Thugs and Harmony, you know, it's gonna be, it's dope, man.
THUG, we beat the thug mentality, we thugging to the day I die. My old grade school coach used to give me the CDs like after practice. My basketball coach, that was my high school coach. My freshman, I played basketball as a freshman. I stopped fucking with it after that. You know, so I had to put the basketball to go see what the feel like. So I had to go get rid of that shit. But anyways, I tried to hoop. I rode the bench. I played. This is how I know I was ass, bro. I played 2-3 games, right, at the whole season. But I had hoes. So, like, I had the bitches coming to the games, right? And I remember when I finally subbed in, they started cheering like, ah! And I made a shot. I remember I was right by the baseline. I was like, nigga, if I get this ball, I'm shooting this motherfucker. Because I'm only in here for 2 minutes. And I shot that motherfucker, and it went in, nigga. I scored. That's the only time I scored all year. Yeah. I got better as I stopped playing. Like, I could bust people's ass now. But, like, I'm damn near old now. But, like, back then, I was trash, bro. I was ass diggity. I couldn't even do a left-handed layup. You know what I'm saying? I was, you know what I'm saying? I was bad, bro. I was good at football, baseball. Basketball was not my bag.
I was all right, too, so I ain't got much to say on that.
Now, I could dunk a basketball. I had to dunk a basketball with some slippers last year. This girl had me fucked up. I was at one of her little family functions, and there's like a basketball. It was in Indiana, like country Indiana, not the city. And there's like a little dirt. It was a dirt road basketball hoop, and like I was trying to like shoot on it and shit. And she dunk it. I'm like, I'm in slippers, like, but you trying to hold me right now, so I'm gonna dunk this motherfucker. And then next thing you know, boom, you know what I'm saying, made it happen. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, how far is Haynesville from you? I just got an artist today, Virgil, Mr. Virgil. He's in Haynesville.
Haynesville. That sounds like what? That's like towards
4313 one, or it's 3 threes. That's why I was like, oh shit, God numbers.
Wow, if he's in Haynesville, Georgia,
Yeah.
that's probably like a decent 2 hours away, depending on traffic. That's about 2 hours away.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. He hit me up on Discord. I got on Twitch and I made a Discord account, and then like I just got invited to like this like music group, and they just started hitting me up. I was like, hey yo, because I got the paywall now, so it's like, if you serious, blah blah blah. And then he was serious, and then he got the phone number. He went through the proper channels, and then we had like a 2-hour discussion. Got him together. Like I damn near got I made a cover art for him, and I put the single out. Like I you know what I'm saying, did what I did with the music. But I'm just waiting for him to get his BMI process, and then like it's all protected. You know what I'm saying? But fuck all that. It's not about him. This is about Don Kapp. You hear me? Out of Macon, Georgia. And so go ahead, bro. What was your inspiration for starting this music shit?
Oh man, back in middle school in 2005 or 4, man, I used to always sit around with a group of kids, right? And they used to always rap. What you know, form the group with later. We'll get into that later. So I mean, we had a class project, and my teacher was just like, man, you won't do no homework at all, but I still barely passed it. He was like, how about this? I give you a choice. You got a science project. You either can write poetry, you can rap with me, you can draw, whatever the hell you want to do, just make sure you do this, because you're going to fail if you don't. So, and me, I just said, let me choose to rap. No, I ain't never rapped a day in my life, so I went home, got the project together. I can't remember what the project I did on, but I know I wrote some rhymes about it. And when I got done, went to class the next day and spit in front of the whole class. Everybody was just like, man, he his rhymes, his schemes, everything was just like on point. I got 100 on it. Ever since then, everybody's always asked me for a freestyle every day. Battle rap, freestyle, battle rap every day. Even the teacher, he'll stop teaching when we ain't doing that. Hey, bust rap. So
that's what I'm saying. Teachers that are actually teachers involved. One of my teachers, bro, before I dropped out, I asked him, like, he was like an arts major or arts teacher, whatever. And I called him outside the library one night. I was like, hey, yo, like, I'm doing this little documentary. I'm about to drop out. I remember I took your class as a freshman. Like, what's some advice you got? And it's Dr. Michael O'Hara. He's still on my YouTube, like from 2017 type of shit. His advice was, anybody in the entertainment business, don't be the first one to give up on yourself. Or don't be the first one to give up on you.
Wow.
And so teachers like yours, teachers like mine, bro, we were lucky, bro, because a lot of motherfuckers just don't give a fuck. Like, a lot of motherfuckers don't give a fuck, bro. I know teachers that be getting mad about teaching the kids, like having to put up with the kids. Like, bro, you signed up for this. Not only did you go to school for this, you paid to learn about this shit. And then you took a job where you could make other money, more money doing something else, but this is supposed to be your calling, your vocation, your skill set, like your passion. You know what I'm saying? And so I appreciate the teachers. Like I one of my stories, Miss Mama Wheeler, Miss Nancy Wheeler, shout out to you, and Miss Karen Warland. Miss Karen Warland, I'll take it back. I started first, 8th grade. When I graduated, she's like, Ian, I know what you into. I'd rather see you on America's Most Wanted than America's Dumbest Criminals. That's what she said when I got my diploma, type of shit. And then Miss Wheeler, I kept getting in fights and suspensions and shit. And so she's like, look, bro, I'm not going to give you detention because I know you got practice after school. If you just take out my trash every day this week, I'm not going to give you a suspension. Because like she was like an older woman, and the dumpster was like probably a good 15-minute walk for one way. So like a 30-minute walk for like a 60-year-old woman, 50-year-old woman, she's not trying to do that shit. Especially got some young dumbass kid that can't sit still. Go have him, you know what I'm saying, take out the trash for him or for you. And then, you know what I'm saying, she'll just, you know what I'm saying, not give you the attention. So, like, teachers like that, bro, like, shout out to all the teachers. Salute to all the teachers. You know what I'm saying? For real, we need y'all.
Salute, for real, salute.
All right, so do you keep in contact with the guys from the clique? Is that a part of Hustle Music? We'll just go right into that.
Actually, yeah. Actually, as far as the teacher, he actually DJ, and I didn't know that 2 years later. He stayed on the street from my parents.
All right, go shout him out. Shout him out real quick.
Oh, man, shout out to Mr. Fickler, man. I'm going to definitely share this with you when when everything get done. But, yeah, man, shout out to you, man.
100%. And then shout out the guys for the original clique and the ones that stick around.
Oh, man, BBV, man, Vex in the brand, man, shout out to you guys, man. We go have our ups and downs, but shout out to them. We still rocking to this day, man. That been over 10 years, so that's dope.
What Dirk say, when you fall out with your brothers, just don't let them go.
Yeah, you don't, man. You know, brothers fight, man. You know, it's bound to happen, but we all get it back together.
All right, I'm gonna touch a little current events real quick. How you feel about that Draymond Green situation? Because I feel like you fight. Yeah, I didn't fight my friends, but the people I fought, I'm not friends with them no more. You know what I'm saying? And the dudes that I threatened to fight, like what Dirk said? He said I threatened my homies. No, I'm lying. Like the dudes I talked to today, I met him since I've been down with him since kindergarten. Pause. Like we've been making music. He was the one that helped me start this shit. Well, I started it, but I brought him along with it. Like you know what I'm saying? And like I talked to him earlier tonight. Like you know what I'm saying? I pulled up on him this week to make some music and shit. And so it's like, yeah, bro, talk about that, bro. Like Draymond situation. I feel like you shouldn't put your hands on somebody you care about. You know what I'm saying? Woman or men. You know what I'm saying?
And I agree. You know, as far as that, like I said, I got to fight with a lot of my family members who I love to this day. I've been knowing since Larry came out of my mama's womb, about the same age and all. It's stealing, you know, take like it's stealing off. Like if we both put both our hands up, it's fair. But if you just knock my ass, rock my ass out, then I don't know how to feel about you. I would feel like that's something that he wanted to do. As far as him, I feel like he had that balled up. Like he waited for the perfect moment.
An excuse, yeah, a reason.
That's what he been wanting. He been wanting to do that. You know what I'm saying? In my personal opinion, I only see why he apologized to look good for face. He should have just went ahead and, in my personal opinion, just like, hey, I knocked this nigga out. Like,
but you see, he knew. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna piggyback that because it does seem premeditated. Not you put that in that light because what he do right after he punched him, he grabbed him so he wouldn't hit his head and get a concussion.
Yep. He was like he was purpose prepared. Like he prepared for that. That and how he grabbed him at the right time. I think he been prepared for it.
Yeah, he been sitting on that.
So rest apologize for something you've been doing. Like Kanye said the best. Don't apologize for nothing that you know that you've been wanting to do. Ride that shit on out. Cause that really gonna make you look even worse. I'd rather you keep it real. Like I've been wanting to knock your ass out. I couldn't do nothing but like, all right, I respect it, but still fuck you.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like academics, when I was before we got on this interview, I was doing some like content absorption, and then one of the things was he was talking about his chick, like he had to break up with his chick or whatever because she like embarrassed him in front of everybody, like she was fighting in front of everybody, like all this other shit, like shit he prepped her for. Like, look, like I'm not one of these niggas that you can just be wild out and nobody notice. Like I'm a celebrity. This shit is gonna happen. We're gonna be on Shade Room. We're gonna be on World Star. Like I don't want that. I have a brand to uphold. And like, of course, girls are like, oh yeah, okay, whatever you say. Everybody says that. But then you actually have to see that in real life and have to face those real life consequences. Now it's like, oh, give me another chance. Like, no, I told you this. Like I told you this is how it's gonna be. You just didn't believe me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no. So like, if and also talking about like going through girls going through your phone and shit. It's like, if you go through my shit and don't leave, you just gave me a green light to do whatever the fuck I was doing to make you go through the phone in the first place.
Exactly.
Like one of my exes, like she was like trying to play tough in front of like her brother or whatever. She's like, you only got one chance to fuck up with me. I'm gonna be gone. The little bro looked at me and said, that's cap. She gonna stick around. I was like, damn, like he's literally telling me how to treat you. I'm treating you like a queen off the rip. And then you trying to like step on my toes. But you don't realize I backed up to give you ground. Not because I'm scared of you. I just wanted some common ground. And you try to take ground.
Damn, that's that bullshit, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But like me and her, we don't see eye to eye no more. We don't even talk no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the reason why I moved up to Chicago. You see what I'm saying? But that's another story, bro. But I'm just saying to parallel everything together, bro. It's like if you've been meaning to do that, just do that. And if like okay, like a bitch that's cheating on you, or you a nigga that's cheating on a bitch, like just because we find out or you find out, don't think we can just like, nah, like I've been getting this off for months. Like now I just gotta leave, or now you just gotta definitely go. Like, but don't try and say sorry because you let a nigga fuck, or I fucked, I let another bitch take your spot. You know what I'm saying? So like this was, you don't just slip into some pussy or just slip on some dick. Like there was a process to this. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to know a girl, you know what I'm saying? And then I got to let her know me. And then I made arrangements. And then I followed through on arrangements. And then I probably did it 2-3 times before we even found out. So like this was not no accident, and vice versa. Like, so now it's just kind of we at a crossroads and we gotta just pack our bags. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you could explain no perfect. You ain't sorry for something that you've been doing a bunch of time. If you did it one time, then that's amazing. Maybe if you did 3 or 4, you weren't sorry that you got caught.
But not even that. I'll have you comment on the Sexual Waters podcast. I got a situation. I got to have a female host because of the content that we're talking about. But I'll have a recap video with you and just timestamp this, mark this, and then what we do is one of my topics on the Sexual Waters podcast is the first time somebody cheats is emotion. I'm talking about not per relationship. I'm talking about the first time in life they cheat. After that, it's just how you maneuver in a relationship. Because like you already know what it did to you in the relationship the first time you cheated on your first girlfriend, your first boyfriend. After you do it in a new relationship, that's just you being weak-minded or you being selfish. It's not I was emotional, you weren't there for me. Well, then you call me and have a conversation, or have me pull up on you and have a conversation. Don't go fuck Rodney down the street, or don't me fuck Becky with the good hair down the street. You know what I'm saying? And then come back to you and lay up with you like it's all right. Like, what? Now you playing in my face.
Everything.
You feel me? So back to the fuck all the bubblegum shit. Let's get back to the substance, man. And so how you feel about your you know what I'm saying, your presence in the city right now, going on doing the shows, going out of town, up north part of the metropolitan part of the state, and making a splash in there, getting the Spotify playlist curator on your team, you know what I'm saying, getting the club owners on your side. How would you walk through a new artist that wants to get to where you're at? Like, what would be the steps? Like, just 3 basic steps.
Oh man, one is present. You know, that means a lot. You know, first impressions always. So, you know, you're present. Secondly, I'll say work ethic. Definitely work ethic. Third, the most important one of all, was something I had to learn a whole lot. Open your mouth, network. You know what I'm saying? You never know. That's how I got to a lot of people who I'm cool with, from car owners to the car to I open my mouth up. Like I too. You know, so I'm Cap. You know, we went on from that. It's talking, man. It's networking. We all say we're not people person. I'm not a people person, but now I am. I love open my mouth up now because it opened doors for me.
What Drake say? Drake said, when you go out in public, you belong to the people. Every picture that you take is a fan that you can make.
Yep.
And so it's like that one dude, I forget, it was an older guy. He was giving game. I think it was Plies, or it was somebody, and it was like, y'all in these niggas in the club getting the wrong numbers. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get hoes numbers. They need to go get the DJ's number, the bouncer's number, the promoter's number, and eventually work your way to the owner. You know what I'm saying? Like, 2 examples for me. I was at this place called Icon, right? I had my camera. I had an office right next door. I had paperwork to manage the club that I was going to. So, of course, I'm coming in there a little different. And, like, the niggas are like, oh, who's this nigga think he is? So I'm like, hey, yo, I know, so I just came off of work, just came by to catch a vibe, you know, get a drink and then go on my way type of shit. Like, my car is still parked out at the meter outside. So, like, it's like business parking only on that strip. Like, it's in the financial district. Like, I had the whole 9th floor kind of shit. And so, like, I'm just, you know what I'm saying, catching a drink after work kind of shit, but before I go home. And then they're like, you can't do that. I'm like, all right, says who? They're like, oh, da-da-da. Dude, the bouncer took me to the promoter. The promoter took me to the owner, and I bought the owner a shot and had a conversation, shook his hand, and then we had an agreement after that. So it's like all you did was just pass the plug. Really, your hate just led me down the right direction. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you would have just played it cool, I would not have stuck out. And if I didn't stick out, I would not have drawn attention to myself. If I didn't draw attention, you would not have brought attention to me. And if you didn't bring attention to me, I would have never met the owner. I would have just been a guy in there with my camera. And another example is we had a show. Like, one of my artists was doing a show, and he wasn't like 18, so I had to like walk him through everything. Like literally, he had to stay in the section, the little kid section, under 18 or under 21 section, until he was like time to perform. So I'm going back and forth with the DJ. Like, I have his phone. Like, I'm sending the files. Like, he's waving me over. Oh, the file didn't get sent. Airdrop it. All that other stuff. So I'm moving around, shaking, right? And I peeped, this girl kept staring at me, right? She kept staring at me, trying to make eye contact with me, trying to get me to talk to her and shit, right? Give her some rhythm. But that's the same girl I was trying to put my homie on. Like, I met her out in the club, like outside the club before I even we was in the car just smoking, chilling before like the time frame. And so like he had to go on at 10. Let's say it's like 9:30, 9:45. We outside just vibing. And then like I seen this dude was scared to talk to her. So I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna talk to her, a little thick ass, you know what I'm saying? Looking good in a little dress, summertime shit. And so I go talk to her, and she's like, hi. And like she talks, but she wasn't like following up. So I'm like, look, I'm not about to sit here and try and, present and persuade you. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to just keep it moving. Like, all right, like after I realized she wasn't interested, she was just she was just communicating. I just turned around, went back in the car, and then waited for my time. So it's like I showed you the real me outside, but then when you saw me put on a show and what I do, not who I am, that attracted you. That means anybody that does what I do can attract you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, bro. But I mean, the thing is, it wasn't even for me though. It was for the homie that was scared to get out the car. So I kind of understand like how it all played out in the big picture, because then like I didn't want to have it like seem like I'm gunning for me, and then she gets interested, and then I try and pass her to the homie, or I put me in a compromising situation where I just take the ball and run with it. So it actually played out the best way. But then, funny enough, later on that night, the dudes that I brought with me, the guy's son that like couldn't get in type of shit, he owed me like a situation from like a situation. But I still on my, he's like, hey, you gonna put on the gas? I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna put on the gas. You know what I'm saying? Here, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool, because we still got the mission done, and you helped me make the mission happen. So I still did that. This and that. And then he had a camera lady was in there. Like she I mean, she's attractive, whatever, but like she's professional, and I'm trying to be professional with her. Like I talked to her tonight, so I'm not gonna try and like disrespect her type of shit. But yeah, she's an attractive woman, whatever. But she was what I noticed is she was the only woman in there working that wasn't working at the spot. And not only woman, she was the only camera person working. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, like if you're the only one working, I gotta get like in touch with you, But I was busy like on my shit, so I didn't have time to like, you know what I'm saying, network or whatever. But and also I didn't want to come off on some like lusty shit, like, oh, you look good in that dress, like let me try and act like I want some camera shit, but really just try and fuck, you know what I'm saying, backdoor some shit on some lame shit. And so like I just ended up, but like one of the dudes in the car that I was literally on the way home with, he like did the exact opposite. He like tried to front like he needed like some fit. He doesn't do anything in entertainment. He's just an old creepy nigga that try to like hit on a young girl and throw money in her face. You know what I'm saying? So he got her Instagram, but like I was asking like, hey yo, put her Instagram, like what's the Instagram tag, whatever, and he was like holding on to it, not trying to pass the plug or nothing. So I'm like, look, I know his son's Instagram, right?
Yeah.
So I got on his son's page, got on his page, and then looked at his recently followed, whatever. And then just texted her, and she texted me back while we was in the car. I was like, hey, look at you, sour ass nigga. Like, she just hit me back, so I don't even need your help at all. You know what I'm saying? And then he was tight. He had that little fucked up scrunch face for the rest of the night. Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not even trying to pop. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to work. Like, and you fucking with me would make it easier for you to pop, because you have nothing to do with this business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And he's older than me. He's like a 40-year-old dude. You know what I'm saying? 40, 50-year-old dude. That's what I'm saying, bro. It was just some weird shit. And like, I don't fuck with them at all. I actually had to send paperwork to them. Lawyers sent paperwork to get my money back type of shit. Yeah, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's a lot of whack activity in this city, bro. I don't even go out. You see, it's 2:00 here. Yeah, we up 2:00 at night doing this shit. You feel me? Yeah, we love this shit. You know what I'm saying? We'll sleep when we can sleep, when we can put our head down and be at peace. Right now, we head into the cheese. You feel me? Yeah. And so like, yeah, so, what's her name? Whitney just texted me. You know what I'm saying? With the stupid booty. But did I stop it? Did I? No. All right, cool. I see the little, you know what I'm saying, the rose. But all of that means nothing right now. Like, I don't plan on seeing you. I don't plan on making my time to see you. I'm gonna catch up with you on my off time. This is my work time. You know what I'm saying? And so I appreciate you being on this with me and doing this. And also I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, being a part of this since 2018, bro. Like, really. I'll tell your story, bro. Tell your story about the time I came down to visit, bro.
For real, bro?
Yes, everything from the good parts to the bad parts.
So good part to the bad part.
I'll bring you up to speed, y'all. Because we know what happened, but I'll tell y'all what happened. All right. So like we exchanged information online. You know what I'm saying? We did what we did. Boom, boom, boom. You're serious. I'm serious. Cool. I'm gonna come down and visit. We're gonna get in the studio. We're gonna make some music, blah, blah, blah. So we did just that. Literally, okay, we drove down, me and my old chick. We drove down, boom, boom, boom. He met me, like at his spot, kind of shit. Took like we couldn't find nowhere to park. Like parked by the tree, thinking, nah, bro, you better get your shit towed. Blah blah blah. Cool, move. You know what I'm saying? Sit in politics. He let me in the house. You know what I'm saying? Hospitality. You know what I'm saying? And then we went to the studio like the next day or later on that night, kind of shit or whatever. And then I boogied out of town. But yeah, go ahead. You can feel. And then bro was in the corner the whole time. I'm like, yo, where's Cap? And then I just looked to the right. I'm like, oh shit, he in the cut. What's happening, Benji? What's happening, Cap?
And that was the good and bad part.
No, the bad part is the Snapchat part I'm talking about.
So that's the bad part.
The Snapchat part, that's the bad part. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead and tell him what you saw on Snapchat. Just like, you know what I'm saying, seeing what's going on with Indianapolis. And what are the chances of this happening?
Oh, man, the chances of that happening is... it is like...
Keep in mind, we don't have each other's Snapchat, whatever. We can get that situated after this. But like, we didn't have no Snapchat communication, nothing. He just clicked the map, and guess whose motherfucking account he clicked on, and guess who was on my account while I was asleep in my car, so I didn't hear her. Go ahead, bro.
Literally, I forgot, man. That Snap map is the devil, bro. Just to add that in there, like you. It's literally help stalkers just to do whatever they want to do, man. I didn't even know a certain thing exists. And I had Snapchat for years, and I get on there. Am I hungry? So like, I know where you at because I was lying to her saying I'm somewhere else, and she just like, nah, you here. I'm like, how the fuck she know that? I get on Snapchat, and I'm where she said I was at.
On everything, bro. That's what happened to me like literally, like not this morning, this night, like last night, earlier this morning. I was going through my shit, and like I told you, what's her name? This chick, whatever, like I dove in her DMs type of shit, this and that, and like texted the number, whatever, and I was adding the contact, right? And I noticed that like the top of my screen turned red, like a red line across the top. And I said, I went back and I was like, what? And it said, stop sharing location. And I was like, I didn't add my location here. Bro, my ex went in my phone and then went on my location settings and then went to messages and then share. It said share always. So anybody with my phone number had my location for about a month. But that's a little saying for all you hoe ass wannabe thug niggas. Y'all, I ain't seen not one of you guys one time.
No, I'm finna say if the odds want to,
they would have screeched the tires like they was leaving and came back when you thought it was safe.
Wow, she really did. I didn't know Snapchat did all that.
I'm talking about my phone, not my my Snapchat. I'm talking about my phone settings.
Your phone, the iPhone, man, that's either one is still bad.
But I'm saying, bro, like keep in mind, cause I'll play the whole like, oh, I'm out of town, my maps messed up because we had each other's location and shit. So she's like, fuck all that, I'm gonna get through all of that, and then boom, just put it like I was like, what the fuck? These hoes are vindictive. You could have got me lined up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, bro, yeah, that's crazy, bro. I'm glad you still came out safe regardless of what. That's right. That's some. The police. I can't even say police shit. I mean, it's police shit, but damn.
That's backdoor lining nigga up shit.
Yeah, that's just straight up, just set up. That's the wrong level for us. That's a setup.
But I'm saying though, like, what are the chances? I kept saying like, I kept seeing it, but I was like, why do I like need to stop sharing location with people I didn't even start sharing my location with? And then I just went to the settings. I was like, I just scrolled down on the home screen on the app on the iPhone, like home screen, and I just typed in location, and I went to the settings, and it said like I went down to messages, and it said share always or whatever. Like you know, it's like never like while using the app, and then it says like always. It was on always. I was like, yo, and I noticed that though too, because like talking about the ops or whatever. I made my website, whatever. I got my Google Maps and like my I'm getting my app maps, my Apple Maps, like iOS configuration. And I noticed like I get all my Google Analytics. Like Google's very thorough. And so I seen the analytics, how many people clicked on the website. So we had like 300 some clicks last month, whatever. But I had 42 different people search directions to the office. So I'm like, y'all niggas be safe. Y'all niggas make your move because I'm in every right to make my move. Y'all coming to me. I'm not coming to you.
Shoot, man.
So,
Yeah,
but also, bro, but think about it. That's one office that isn't even really the main office. That's just where I go to like meet some clients that I don't want to have at my house or like have at the other building. There's like a little proxy in between. So people really like you send somebody down the street and you meet them down the street and they think that's like where your house is. It's the same thing. It's the same principle, bro. But I'm thinking like 48 laws of power, stir waters to catch fish. I gotta see how y'all react to this before I go with my real move. Because if I just put my real move out there, I might get compromised and be blindsided. That's why, like, a lot of these girls be like, "Oh, I need a like this girl earlier today, her little bird ass. Like, I had to block her and shit. This other chick, she had like some shit on her story, like, some older woman, like in some fancy car, talking about if your man tries to go 50-50 on bills, leave him. I'm like, I texted her, I was like, don't get brainwashed by these bird brains. Like if it's cemented, it's established, and we both it makes sense, then yeah, boom, you do that, I do this. But if it's just like we just growing together, we building this up, we like not even in our 40s yet. What are you talking about? Are you just a bum? Are you just like a bum? That's what you are. You a bum? Do you fuck for money? Are you a prostitute? Like if you a hoe, I respect hoes. You know what I'm saying? Everybody sells a piece of themselves. I sell my time and I sell my energy. They just happen to sell the most. Like, and the thing about hoes is, I respect hoes more than I respect like these little amateur hoes. Because a professional hoe sells the most valuable part of her body. A professional man sells the most valuable part of his day, his time, his energy, not his money, his time and his energy. That's the most valuable part of a man. And a woman's most valuable part is how she creates life. So at least if you're gonna do it right. You know what I'm saying? And don't do it for no $400 or $500. Like it's got to be at least 2-3 bands if you're gonna give the most valuable part of your life up. Like I'm not promoting prostitution by any means, but I'm saying it's the oldest business in the world in human existence for a reason. And like think about this, like this is another part of the Sexual Waters podcast. It's like if you think these hoes are fucking for fun, what makes you think they're not gonna fuck for money? And if they're gonna fuck for money, what makes you think they're not gonna fuck to have money to stay where they're at, stay in a house, have food on the table? You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Like, oh, their car gets fucked up. You think they're not gonna fuck the guy that's gonna fix their car? And now you a doofy if you fix the car, you spend your whole week's check on a free job, and a nigga's just gonna spend $20 on an Uber to get the same thing you just spent your whole week on. You a goofy, Ron. You a goofy. But if you not like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, just move smart out here, guys. Be safe. You know what I'm saying? This goes for men and women. Just be safe, be smart, and know what you're giving up when you put it on the table. If it's not on the menu, it can't be on the table.
Exactly. Can't eat. That's you said some real facts right now.
Think about it. You can't go to McDonald's and order a steak, and you can't go to Ruth Chris and order a motherfucking Happy Meal. If it's not on the menu, it can't come to your table. And so as soon as a woman starts talking about money and like that, why you ain't paid for this, or can I? No, you just put yourself in a box. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna pack that box up, tape it, put a sticker on it, and mail that shit the fuck out of my house. The fuck.
Very far from the
house. No, I'm not leaving it on the curb. I'm mailing it. I'm express shipping this shit to Alaska. Fuck out of here. You feel me? Man, but that's again back enough of the popcorn bubblegum stuff. Get back to the substance and shit. And so excuse me. What would you say fourth quarter is about to wind up or wind down? What can people expect from you first quarter?
What can I expect for growth? Like that's like the only thing I'm looking for right now is just growth, man. That's like the main thing.
In terms of what? Audience, sales. Obviously, sales comes with audience, but like shows, brand expansion, product development, different products in circulation. What's going on?
The whole nine, everything you just called out. I mean, fans, myself, musically, income, in every aspect. I just want to see some growth, But yeah, most importantly, definitely with the fact because I need that support system. I need that number because I would say families. I won't even say fan because I like to communicate, talk with them, do whatever. So I won't even say fan. I don't even like using that word and come out to them. I say supporters.
Yeah, we got to come up with a tag for you. Like we got to come up with a tag off the camera or whatever. You know how like Rihanna has the Navy, Academics has the chat niggas, like Nikki has the Beehive or the Queen, the whatever, I forget her name. The Barbies, the Barbs. And then Beyonce has the Beehive. And so it's like We got to come up with a tag for you, bro. I'm working on one myself, bro. I'm not gonna stunt.
Yeah, I need to think of that too, man. I had created risk for a while, but we would think of something else. So I don't know.
No, what you need to do, bro? Hold up, I'm about to mute the mic so they don't hear it.
Oh,
But I'm thinking that was the same teacher that would go raise money on marathons that he would run himself. You see what I'm saying? To raise money for the school, he was actually one of them guys that actually did it himself. Like, it's easier to play for a coach that played basketball. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to go to a businessman that started in the mailroom. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that built himself up opposed to just getting outsourced management. He literally was the PE teacher that would outrun anybody in the city.
For real?
Like I'm talking about he would start on one side of town, like downtown, all the way up to our high school, our middle school off of or grade school, middle school off 56th Street. So it's not like all the way, like there's like it goes 178th, but I'm talking about in the city, it's like 50 blocks, bro. Like you gonna run 50 blocks just to raise money for our school, bro? Multiple times during the year?
Damn, he was doing that shit?
Yes, bro. That's how we made money. I told you, like our school was the daycare person was the cook, the janitor, the after school person was the cook, the janitor. It was all like it was like a very small school, bro. Like we had shootouts outside of school. We had motherfuckers getting arrested outside of school. We had the anthrax threat getting sent to our school. We had banks getting robbed by my school, bro. There was a whole bunch of shit going on, bro. But like literally, he would raise money for the school by doing marathons.
That almost sound like my school.
Shout out to you, Mr. Bueller. Yeah. This damn got a little teacher segment, a teacher appreciation segment. That's hard.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, so I would say we got the click name or the support group name down. We got to get the merch out and copyright and brand it so nobody else knows about it. And then once they find out about it, they can't touch it but wear it. You know what I'm saying? And so we got the goals down. What are some things you're proud of, bro? Like just let your heart pour out a little bit and just talk to the people that do care about you, that do want you to do well. You don't got to shout nobody out, but just say like, what are you proud of from start to where you're at now, to where you see yourself going, to where you see yourself finishing?
I'm definitely my kids, proud of them both right now. I'm expecting the third one soon next month, so proud of my kids.
Hey, shout out.
Yeah, definitely shout out to them, man.
I got to get that Joe Budden round of applause button. I got to get my shit together, bro.
Gotcha. Yeah, but Jenny Serena, shout out to them. My family, mom, dad, girl, cousins, without them, I wouldn't definitely be doing what I'm doing. Shout out to, like you said, them school days. It made me who I am today when it comes down to rapping, battle rapping and all that. Shout out to my group, my producer. Shout out to you.
Thank you, man, for real. That's hard. I wasn't even trying to fish for that. I take that, man. You know what I'm saying? Pause.
Oh yeah, man, most definitely, man. I'm definitely glad I met you, man. I don't regret nothing. So, all the hard work you put in, all the rest, for having me to even be a part of all this, it's an honor because, I still got looked over a lot. I'm finally getting the respect that I'm getting. So that's the vision that I got for everybody eat it, man. It don't matter if it's in music, acting, company, what I'm saying? We ain't got to be stupid rich, I just want to be stable.
Nah, bro, we going to be dumb rich. I told you, every dollar you put in my pocket, I'm going to give you an M. I'm talking about, bro, the way I just added this formula, bro, not the gas. I'm about to mute it real quick.
shit right, bro. I read it when you sent that, but damn.
Think about it, bro. The shoes are $250. The beats are $250. The song is $1. The album's $10. The appearance. I'm not even talking about shows. I'm not even talking about any of that. I'm just talking about the product that move itself while we asleep.
Smart business, man. UTI.
Bro, been digging tunnels for 8 years straight, every single day. One of V, the guy from Haynesville, he asked me, he's like, "How do you know all this?" Like, he literally just stopped me during my presentation. He's like, "How do you know all this?" I'm like, "Bro, I work 17 hours a day for 8 years straight. I've been finding this information on purpose, and then I had to learn how to understand the information. Then I had to learn how to use it myself before anyone believes me." So yeah, like what you said, when you get overlooked, bro, the first thing I came up with in my head is I have a song called "This Drop." It's like, I'm gonna really fuck the city up when this drop. Pulling off at the lot, ain't none of this stock. I remember early days I had a wristwatch. Rolex stole with the rollie on, blame it on hip hop. So it's like, now, bro, my dream is to do exactly what we're doing, bro. Like, people like you, solid artists, solid creators, solid people. Fuck all the other shit. Solid people. I'm gonna just put all your products in all of my stores. And that's not even, I told you the numbers earlier. I muted it, whatever. That's just our products. If we in all those cities, and it's interactive entertainment, which means we can then set up shop in all of those cities and then make other workers make money and independently function in their own right, whatever they want to do, be an A&R, be an engineer, whatever. We gonna set up shop and eventually have a store, an actual brick and mortar store in all of those cities that we in. So then we're gonna get more revenue, because then it's gonna be more than one person, because it's gonna have people networking on our behalf. You see how this all going to grow out of control, bro? That's what I'm saying. I had to get the lawyers involved. I had to get the accounting firm involved. I had to get on the grid. I had to do these little live streams and everything. So like, I can't just be snatched up and sent in Siberia and nobody know what happened to me. If this nigga do live streams every day and now he's not doing it for a month, what happened? Where's he at? I got to get on the grid. A lot of people say that don't get on the grid. It's like, no. And also the dude, the Forbes guy, or the podcast guy, after our interview, he told me about global citizenship, and he put me in contact with his like broker or whatever. So it's like, yeah, you get on the grid, but you don't get locked into one grid. Like, he lives in Costa Rica full time, but like, he has American citizenship. He has a whole bunch of he has banks on some Andrew Tate shit. I got 18 different banks. That's my goal, to get 18 different banks, 18 different passports. So then, like, all right, come worst come to worst, you trying to freeze me out or they going to war, I'm gonna go chill over here for a little bit.
You're right. Oh man. All of that just came together.
But now we have not only somewhere to go, we have a place to work at with customers and clients.
And making them clients happy, making them customers happy, making everybody happy. That's dope.
And then think about long term, 10 years from now, all this proof of concept, after we were doing this quietly for 10 years or whatever. Because next year marks year number 9. So like 2 years from now is year number 10. So let's say 3 years from now, then we go to the government and say, hey, look, we've been doing this quietly for 10 years. This is what we've received. This is the people we've impacted. And this is the projections for the next couple years. Now we need a government faucet to help subsidize this. And that's a write-off. We just get a government voucher. So now everything is expended. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's like, you feel me where this is going, bro? But it took a long time to build these tunnels. Now we got to just maintain the candles in the tunnels. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, yeah.
That's a lot easier than digging, though. You know what I'm saying?
Way a lot easier.
So we're gonna be all right, bro. We got some shit in store, man. We got to wrap this up, bro. We about to hit the 45-minute mark. I said I only wanted 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I held you up a little bit, my bad, bro. But I appreciate you thugging with me. Go ahead and give your socials out real quick.
Oh yeah, man. Definitely follow me on Instagram, Don_Kapp. On YouTube, Kapp, that's KAPP YOUNGG. Facebook, the same thing, Don Kapp, DONKAPP. Just follow my music updates and everything on it. So definitely I follow back.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. And we're not following back for free. After you go ahead and get on the Interactive Entertainment app, you're going to see Kapp have his page. Go on the website. You're going to see it have his page. It's going to be $30 for a follow back. You screenshot the payment, and then boom, I send it to him or he sends it to himself, and then we follow it back. That's how we're doing it, because we can't just be on everybody's page. You feel me? We can be on everybody's page who fucks with us, because we spend time, money, energy, effort. We saying no to stuff, saying yes to other things. And if we saying yes to you, that means you got to say yes to us. You know what I'm saying? Not no, like we said, not no fan shit, not no groupie shit, family shit. You know what I'm saying? And family sacrifices for family. You know what I'm saying? He sacrificed a whole hell of a lot for me. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd be naive to assume that me having this relationship with this dope artist down in Georgia doesn't benefit me for everybody that's taking me or not taking me serious up here. Because then they're like, oh shit, he has other options and he has better options. So I got to stop fucking around with him and take him serious before he just leave town on us. And that's what the fuck happened. As soon as I left town, now everybody's hitting me up on Mondays and Fridays because they know Benji's going to be here Mondays and Fridays. Versus Benji's been in front of your face. Benji lived in those apartment buildings with you for 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying.
And so now it's like we're gonna keep everything else on the hush hush. But when me and you link down there, bro, it's gonna be so much different because now it's gonna be the same, but it's gonna be different because everyone outside of us has to take it more serious. But me and you, we've been doing this 4 or 5 years now. So we already know each other. We know how we work, we know how we operate. You know what I'm saying? We know our strengths, we know our weaknesses. And so it's like one of my weaknesses is I assume things. I assume people are on my time, on my schedule, on my program. And it's like, no, everybody has their own story. Everybody's their own main character in their own story. So like you get in where you fit in. That's why I told you my schedule now is noon to 7 a.m. because there's only one United States. There's 194 other countries that we have customers in. So if most of the world is awake when I'm asleep, that means I got to be awake when everybody else in my country's asleep.
Exactly. You couldn't say that no better. Exactly.
We taking over one city at a time. All right, let them know who you talking to. Let them know who they listening to, and then we're gonna get up out of here, bro. One more time, give them the socials.
Oh man, Don Kapp, DonKapp. You already know that's on Instagram, Snap, anything. It's just Don Kapp. You know, you listen to that Bengi, man. The YouPrint.
Hey, it's where you do you. It's the YouPrint featuring Cap Young, aka Don Kapp. General salute. It's Benji Cinos, brought to you by Interactive Entertainment. Another 24, y'all.
Peace.